Hey guys, it's been a while since I've made a video. Just been busy and just haven't had a lot of time to do too much anything. Hopefully that's going to change a little bit and maybe I can get a few more videos up here. But let's talk about this real quick. A lot of guys that come to these our different channels, we're all concealed pistol, license holders. And when we go out with our friends and family, we feel pretty safe, because we have our firearms with us. When we go to the park, to the grocery store, the movie theater, out to eat, we feel pretty safe. Especially if you're with another person who has their CPL and they're carrying. But what about those times where you're not there? Is there someone in your family that's a CPL holder who can pick up a firearm and use it effectively? That's the ideal situation. But most of the time, your family, your wife, significant other, may not be a gun person, gun guy, gun girl. So how do we convince our counterparts that firearms are good things and people are bad? Well, that's been going through my mind for a long time because I'm in that situation. So what I did, I went out and I purchased my significant other, my wife, her own firearm. So now she doesn't, well, she has a choice, but now she has something that she can call her own and take ownership of. And this is a ladies, what is this called? A Lady Smith. It's a .357 Magnum. And I do not put .357 Magnum shells in there for her. I use 38 for her. 38 specials. So it won't have as much recoil. We did go to the range, and she did get some trigger time. She had a couple issues with it. One, her hands are a little bit smaller, but the grip was good for her. But the trigger pull was really tough. And she really couldn't keep the sights on target as she pulled the trigger back because it was too strong. And there's really not much I can do to change that because of the spring. The spring has to have enough tension on it so you can strike that firing pin and ignite the round. Now I do have snap caps in there, that's why I'm pulling the trigger like that, okay? But she did practice the single action and she loved the trigger pull on that. She felt that, hey, that was the way to go. But even with that, she still had a problem pulling this trigger back. But she was able to do it, and she was able to actually pull the trigger twice, and then by the third time she was a little weak at it. Okay, so I told her two shots, that's enough. If you hit your target with 2 shots, that's perfect. That's good enough. Hopefully she'll have time to pull back for that 3rd shot. She does not carry this. This is strictly a home defense gun for her. Okay, I have. I'm not a real revolver guy, so this is actually the only revolver that I have in the inventory. On all my semi-automatics, she had a problem racking the slide back, and that was the one issue with all of those firearms. So I went with the revolver for her so she wouldn't have to do that, but I didn't realize how hard the triggers were. This one's, it's not that bad. It's getting better, and she has been practicing pulling the trigger to, strengthen that finger up and get that muscle memory, going in there. But with the semis, if it did jam, there will be no way she would be able to clear that weapon and get it firing again. With this, it's just plain and simple, man. There's 5 rounds in it. You know, as long as you can pull that trigger, it's gonna go off. You know, so this is perfect for her. You know, to keep on her side of the bed, and if need be, an intruder comes in, she'll be able to take this thing out and be able to defend herself. Okay. And that's what it's for. Strictly defensive firearm for her. But I like this too. I think this is a beautiful handgun. I mean, the craftsmanship and just everything about it. You know, I wouldn't have a problem carrying it, even with you know, with that Lady Smith etched in the side right there. You know, I wouldn't care about it. I mean, it's a nice handgun here. I think it's a, you know, attractive handgun to be a revolver. But my only issue with concealed carry is how thick it is right here with this cylinder. But I mean, I'm assuming, I guess you probably could concealed carry this. The weight's not bad. I mean, I've picked up some, you know, semi-automatics that, you know, were, at least they felt almost as heavy as this. But it's like I said, it's a fairly small pistol. The hand grip is really small, so I can see how that could be a benefit, you know, for concealed carry, because this is usually the part that sticking out of your, you know, your holster and the, you know, printing on your shirt. So, but like I said, this one cylinder right here being so wide, I think that might be a issue. The one criticism that I do have about revolvers is that on a semi-auto, I can reload a lot quicker, you know, just by pushing the mag release and shoving another mag up in there, compared to pushing this, pulling that, ejecting the shells, putting new shells in, closing it, you know, and then going back in the battery or whatever. But for a bedside gun, for the glove box, or, you know, just home defense, you know, it's always ready. It's there, and you don't have to worry about jams or, you know, anything like that. You know, when you pick it up, it's ready to fire, and when you pull the trigger, it's gonna go off. So it's perfect for her. And these are the rounds that she shoots out of it. They're, you know, just regular old 38 special rounds. You know, nice little hollow points. But you know, these are in here, the snap caps in here, so she can practice pulling the trigger. Because like I said, she gets that muscle memory down. I think she's gonna like this. Well, because she's been on the opposing side for so long, you know, you get them out there and they start shooting, and they find out exactly how much fun it is, and then they kind of feel like they're contradicting themselves, you know, because all those years they've been complaining and saying how dangerous they are, and then get out there and say, wow, this is just a lot of fun, just going and, you know, shooting targets and things like that. And I hope they never have to see why they're practical. You know, that's one issue. That's one part of this. You know, you don't want anybody to realize that having a handgun like this and having it concealed is practical. Even though a few weeks ago a guy went into a bank, he went in to rob the bank. You know, he came in with his weapon pulled, and there was a 70-year-old plus guy in line who happened to be carrying. He pulled his weapon out, turned around, fired at the guy, hitting the guy, which made that guy take off, and the police did catch him, but he stopped the bank robbery. So definitely concealed carry, you know, it is effective, and you know, it's been proven many times. Anyway, guys, that was my solution to converting, you know, the other side, bring them over to our side. Hope you guys like the video, and you know, I'll try to get some more up on some of the other firearms that I have just around the house here. You guys take it easy, and I'll see you next time.